Nowadays, a lot of people put prime in interviews, from school competitions even up to pageants. Of course, job seekers like you are not exempted from this. A lot of students feel worried for their job interview schedules. You're scared to be judged by a stranger, or you are more afraid to commit an awkward mistake in front of the interviewer. Thankfully, there are ways for you to make interviewers fall in love with you. And no worries, as this module will allow you to listen to different interview questions and answers. How to make first impressions count. First, start with a confident handshake and follow it up with a genuine smile. This will show the interviewer that you are happy to see them face to face and look forward to an engaging job interview. Mind your manners during the interview. Sit up straight, meet the interviewer's eyes while talking, and stop looking at your phone or your watch during the interview. Second, it's okay to be nervous. What's not okay is you start to think about it and letting your mind imagine a lot of things. Most interviewers are aware that job interviews can get nerve-wracking and they won't hold it against you. Breathe slowly, calm your nerves, and focus. Do your research before the scheduled interview so you can be confident about how much you know about the company, the job position, and the person or the people interviewing you. Just like when taking an exam, it's more nerve-wracking if you did not study, right? Now, when you get a question and you do not know the answer, pause and rephrase the question back to the interviewer to confirm your understanding. A 2-second pause is not a minus in your interview. Third, be a good storyteller. The ability to tell a good story will allow you to relate real-life experiences in answering interview questions, most especially situational ones. Start by stating the problem, which is the interview question, and describe how you solve the problem, and end it by sharing the outcome with the interviewer. Where can you get these? Go back to your college experiences. Surely, your internship or you being a basketball team captain will bring out these answers. Fourth, the not so favorite part of most interviewers is when they have to repeat every question because the applicant is not listening attentively. For example, when the interviewer cracks a wholesome joke, smile. When he or she talks about the weather, reply. This indicates active listening and communicates your focus and attention. Last but not the least, nothing can make interviewers love you more than by making them feel important. And this means never forgetting the interviewer's name and position. Take note of that and use that to help you draft questions at the end of the interview. For example, interviewer asks you for your questions. You can answer with, "You mentioned that you're the HR manager. Could you give me an idea of what the company culture is like?" Make sure you sound genuinely interested and be ready to listen to the interviewer. Are you now ready to practice those tips? Listen to the recording, then assess which is a better answer to these common interview questions. Let's start. Tell me something about yourself. You can call me Al, and I am an inspiring to be successful marketer in your company. Part of my preparation is I joined our school publication as a marketing manager, engaging not only with school offices, but also with stores outside the school so our papers can be displayed there. I also interned at JobStreet Marketing and collaborated in on-ground marketing events, especially job fairs. These experiences are a good way for me to contribute to this company even as a fresh graduate. Hi, my full name is Alice De Los Santos, and I am a graduate of accounting at X University. I had my internship at ABC as an accounting assistant and also did my part time at Angel's Fast Food. I learned a lot from there. I love reading books, watching TV, and my parents are in the province, and I am here, the eldest in the family, hoping I can get the job. I will really do my best in this job. I am hardworking and a workaholic. That's all. Which do you think is the better answer? Yes, that's correct. It's the first answer. This is a simple worded question, but it can make or break the interview. The question also sounds personal, which throws a lot of job seekers off balance and begin with off-tangent answers. Provide a short summary of your personal brand, giving a 1 to 2 sentence description of who you are, followed with a statement on your strongest personal strength and how the company can benefit, and that's the ideal answer. Avoid providing very personal and non-related answers like family stories or perhaps your sister's job. What are your strengths and weaknesses? My strengths are I am hardworking, I never got late ever, and I can render overtime if needed. Oh, weakness, sorry. I easily get stressed out and I don't have any work experience, but I'm really willing to do my best. My greatest strength is my ability to multitask without sacrificing the quality of my work. I do this by keeping a daily calendar of the things I needed done for the day and sorting them according to priority. I also make sure to follow through with the schedule as much as I can, and in case I am unable to complete them that day, I make sure they're first on my list the following day. My greatest weakness is my tendency to overthink. I sometimes find myself taking too much time strategizing on how to go about a certain task and testing several solutions before settling on something, which was in fact one of the first things I thought of. So, what do you think? Yes, you're still right. It's B. Review the job advertisement for information on the skills required for the position and focus on these areas. By using examples that demonstrate these skills with weaknesses, talk about things you find difficult doing and put a positive spin to it. Always end the interview with a positive answer. Avoid giving a grocery list of strengths and weaknesses without explaining them. 1 or 2 answers are okay, then explain them by going back to your experiences. This will ensure you stand out among the hard-working graduates. Why do you want this job? I want this job because I know I can learn a lot of things and also because it gives good salary. I also got this from my tita because she told me you were hiring. I wanted to be a part of Philippines' #1 accounting firm. You're looking for committed individuals who have the eye for details, and with my background, I am a right fit. My performance in the licensure exams reflect my keenness to details, ensuring that balance sheets are well written and with minimal to zero mistakes. I have also been awarded in school because of my good performance in academics, which show my dedication to the craft. Overall, this job is a perfect opportunity for us to learn and contribute to each other and ensure our clients' needs are met. Which sounds better? Yes, you're thinking correctly. It's the second answer. Here's what you can do with that question. Step 1. Start your answer with a short statement on why you'd like to work with the company and what you really like about it. Step 2. Impress the interviewer by sharing what you know about the job advertisement. Step 3. Relate your achievements to the job posting you are applying for. This indicates you won't have problems going through training, seminars, and other activities you may need to attend to do the job well. Always wrap your answers around the fact that you are genuinely excited to be working with them and that the skills you have fit perfectly with the job requirements. What are your plans after graduation? I see myself in this company as one of your hotel attendants. I have been aiming to join this hotel given your culture and the top caliber training you provide to your employees. In a year or two, hopefully, I have grown to be one of your most competent staff and luckily be promoted. Oh, after graduation, I plan to look for a job first because I'm needed by my family. Hopefully, I can get something. In 2 years, I am hoping to work overseas, given my local experience here. So, what do you think? This is a tricky question. A lot of students, when asked, deal with their personal goals rather than being specific with their career goals. Companies want to hire committed people. You can be a very skillful and talented employee, but if your answer reflects leaving the company in 6 months, then you will not pass the interview. Assuming that you will get the job also reflects confidence. This goes to show you have prepared well for this interview, and interviewers appreciate that. Sharing your vision with them allows them to imagine that you are indeed the one they are looking for. There's another question which is usually avoided by graduates. When interviewer asks, "Do you have any questions for me?" Graduates put too much focus on formulating the best job interview answer that they forget to think of strategic questions. That should not be the case. Communication and analytical skills are also highlighted when you ask the right questions. Asking them will help you clear things up even before you decide you want to take this job. That was a very long discussion, but at the very end, we are happy that you learned from this session. The final advice: practice. You do not need to memorize answers, but taking note of some aspects of your life and some common interview questions will surely prepare you. Good luck, and regularly check your emails for interview invitations. Happy job hunting!